All right, thank you. I'm glad other people showed up because that means the bar can actually make money tonight.
What?
You're not making money? You better be. I want to be here next week too.
No, we're closed.
Damn. All right. So I'm going to open this up with a few facts about myself.
We'll be here.
Fact number one is that I grew my beard out, so you can still tell where my jawline is. Otherwise, I have to practice my job with a HUD impression. Ho, 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 ho. Second, I wear this very loud shirt because I believe in dressing for the career that I want to have. And that career is opening up a chain of culturally insensitive Hawaiian restaurants. I got the white guy hula down just fine. I also dressed for the season that I like for it to be, and I'm really in love with late summer. It was the best time growing up because I got to party because school wasn't in session and I wasn't sweating my balls off. That's essentially my reaction in middle school. Even today I'm like, yes, no school. And then I realized I shouldn't hang around middle school anymore because I'm 32. But that's okay, I was planning to sell that van anyway. Third fact is that in about a week and a half, I'm going to be having gastric bypass surgery. And I feel like my entire life has been a story leading up to this point. Now, the beginning of the story is that I've been fat my entire life. And here's the middle of the story. I'll backfill a couple details. I was born 10 pounds, 4 ounces, and 2 feet long. And this is a fact my mother loved to tell me whenever she wanted me to feel bad for her. After all the birthing stuff, I was put in the glass display case for public viewing, and they put a blue ribbon next to my name tag that said "You're a winner" on it, as if I just won the best piglet contest at the county fair. My mom would tell me that story whenever my self-esteem was getting too high. But it's been a process. I had my first meeting at the surgeon's office at St. Joe's. Get out of the parking lot, waiting for the office is a couple floors up. As I'm standing there waiting for the elevator, I'm thinking, this is part of the problem. Not going to do anything about it. This is definitely part of the problem. 2 floors up. Get in. And as I go in, I see just kind of the worst of the worst. Like the rascal scooters broke down in the office. Now they have nowhere else to go. And this is the first time in my life I feel like I need to look fatter to justify my presence. After just a couple minutes, it's my turn to come in. They open up the barn door so I can get into the office. Step on the scale, which was previously used to weigh freight from locomotives. Ding, you're a winner. Full circle. Sit across from the nurse, my wife's in with me. We both sit down in the chair in front of the nurse's office, the desk, and I realized, wait, this chair was meant for one person. And I realized that my mom was right. I never would live up to my full potential. I don't have a very good relationship with my mother, is what I'm trying to say at the set. But the nurse just gives me a list of different things, different appointments I've got to make, different habits I need to have, different foods I need to avoid. I'm writing everything down I'm getting in my phone. And then New Year's Eve weekend, I realized I missed one. I got a phone call. Mr. Deerkop, you have an endoscopy scheduled on Monday. Please call us back to confirm your appointment. I'm thinking, oh God, I forgot the endoscopy. And that's on Monday. I'm probably going to be out all day. I got to tell the boss I'm going to have the endoscopy and calling up, oh man, I'm going to have this endoscopy. Lady picks up, St. Joseph's Hospital. And I say, what's an endoscopy? So that conversation was off to a great start. And the lady on the phone, she was a pro. I could tell that she was at this for like 20 years. And she said to me, well, do you know what a colonoscopy is? And I say, yes. Well, it's like that, but we go through the other hole. And I say, could you be more specific? And she says, oh, sweetheart, we're just going to take a fiber optic camera and put it down your mouth so we can take pictures of your stomach. And I said, oh, okay. If that's the case, I think I can handle that. Monday comes around. check in the hospital, dress into my sexy backless dress, ladies. And lay me down in the bed, and this is the first time I've actually had an IV. In spite of me being fat, I've actually been in good health. So first time with an IV, and I'm scared to death of this thing. Because not that it hurts, but it's the first time I felt this 2-inch piece of metal in my arm. So I'm just holding it like this. I'm shaking because I don't want to move, because I think if I'm going to do this, somehow the weight of the needle and the fluids is just going to pull this chunk out of my arm. And that's not exactly how I wanted to lose weight. And it was annoying because I was being seen by nurses and doctors and nurses and doctors, and I had to spell my name every single time one of them saw me for security. And my name's not very hard, it's just Deerkop. But for years I've been working in the banking industry and the finance industry and for companies that ship all of their jobs to the Philippines. So I'm used to spelling my name, but to people who can't understand English. So I'm just up there on the phone most of the time saying Deerkop, and they say D-E-R. I said no. Okay, it's deer, like the animal, and they say D-E-A-R. No, you are still wrong. Okay, we're gonna break this down one step farther. It's D, as in deer, as in Deerkop. Okay. E, as in egads. This is going to take a while. E, as in, I just said E, I think you got this one. R, as in, are we going to have to do this the entire time? K, as in, kill me now, we still have 2 more letters to go. O, as in, oh my God, we're still not finished. And P, as in pneumonia. Thanks, Phil.
I like it.
So we're finally getting ready to get this thing started, and they have to put this like S&M bondage mask on my face so I can't close my teeth or my mouth. So I'm like this, so they can get the camera down. So they wheel me into the thing. Nurse comes up and says, "Could you spell your name, please?" I was just kidding, sweetheart. Last person comes up to me, puts a mask on my face, and said, "Oh, okay, a little bit extra oxygen." And that's what I think. And suddenly it's 15 minutes later, I'm really groggy, and my throat is just super sore. And I think to myself, I need to apologize to some women that I've dated in my life. That is really annoying. That story is incomplete because the surgery isn't until 2 weeks from now, but I'm sure in a couple weeks I'll be back with my dinner, a bottle of water. But I drove in from Oswego just to be here today, and I'm not from Oswego originally. I went up there for college, and I have 2 degrees from SUNY Oswego. The first one, I got a degree in music with a minor in philosophy, because when in my 20s, I was afraid of making money. I went back for a business degree. Then after I graduated, I looked around Oswego with all the closed storefronts, and I said, yeah, I can make this work. And so 5 years later, I'm up on stage at a comedy show. Not because I think I'll make more money, but it's because the therapy is getting way too expensive. But no, I'm from downstate. I'm from Orange County, specifically. And what was interesting growing up downstate is that I got to meet a lot of people from out of state. And of course, you wouldn't know it just by looking at them. This is how I usually met their ambassadors. So I'm driving down the highway, and I'm surrounded by my people. Other cars with the classic yellow license, or the classic white license plate with the red Statue of Liberty on it. And I really miss that license plate, because if it wasn't for that, the Ghostbusters never would have had the inspiration they needed to defeat Vigo the Carpathian at the end of Ghostbusters 2. But then, every so often, I'll get blazed by somebody on the left, and in the second I saw them, all I could see was this. And he would cut me off. And he'd do the same thing to the next guy on the right, and cut that guy off too. And in a second, he's just a speck on the horizon. Now it's at this point, I'm expecting the next car to pass me to be the Batmobile. And not like the Lincoln that Adam West drove either, but the tank that Christian Bale drove with the missiles pointing at the guy and Batman in the driver's seat saying, "Swear to me!" That justifies that level of driving, but no. All that it was is that this guy had a yellow license plate on his car, which meant that he was from New Jersey. And that just means hold on tight, because the storm will be over soon. And I didn't understand it. I thought that everybody from New Jersey was a maniac. And I swore to myself I would never, ever associate with anybody from New Jersey. And then I married somebody from New Jersey. And that added an extra learning curve to our relationship. And she had those New Jersey driving habits, so I had to take that curve really quickly. Our driving styles could not have been more different. I'm a very defensive driver. I want to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. I'm usually just driving the Burger King anyway, and the food needs to be fast, not me. I just want to avoid problems. Now my wife, she likes to solve problems. She wants to get from A to B as quickly as possible. If she wants to turn right at an intersection, and there are fewer people in the lane to go straight, she will be in that go straight lane. A yellow light isn't a caution, it's a challenge. And that was my first theory. They're so aggressive because their license plates are yellow, so they're just challenging each other all the time. But that wasn't it. And I dated her for 5 years before we got married. And I didn't know why New Jersey drivers. I just had another example. And then I met her family over Christmas dinner. Now, for some added context, I should point out that my wife and her family are Asian. And there's that stereotype out there like, ha ha ha, I'm Asian driver, I have such a bad driver, I have tiny little eyes. And first off, that's really racist. We're not in World War II. We don't have to just slap a Jap or anything like that anymore. But let's just pretend that everybody in this room has a driving score, and it's somehow affected by how Asian you are. It just brings it down. But in my opinion, as soon as it says from New Jersey on your character sheet, it doesn't matter. Your score is 0 in my eyes. So here's the situation. It's after dinner, it's dark, it's raining, we're bored. We want to go to the movies. Now, I have the newest car at the time. My brother-in-law knows how to get there. He's from New Jersey and offers to drive my car, and I say no. A fight ensues. I win that fight. I'm driving, wife's riding shotgun, brother-in-law, backseat. Off we go. Not 1 minute into our trip, we encounter our first obstacle, a 5-way intersection. And I say to my brother-in-law, okay, brother-in-law, which way do we gotta go? And from behind me I hear, oh, go that way. What? Go that way. Dude, you gotta be more specific. Go that way. Right or left, just tell me. Go left. All right. Now, unfortunately, at this point, I committed a cardinal sin in New Jersey because I had waited at an intersection for a whole 10 seconds. And a New Jersey driver had materialized behind me, started blaring his horn. I panicked. I bolt left. I had a 50-50 chance and I blew it. And with these roads, I now suddenly have 4 more turns to make before I can get back on track to my destination. But it's okay, because I invent this game to tell with my brother-in-law to get the directions I need. I call it the left, right, go straight game, and we were winning. So mall's coming up on the left. It's getting late, but we might make the end of the trailers. So I start to shift left to make my move. And again, from behind me, oh, we got a jug handle coming up. I'm sorry, what? It's a jug handle. I don't know what to do with that information. It's a jug handle, dude. Okay, right, left, or straight, don't lose us the game now. Now, I'm getting mad, but my wife's there to translate the last second. And for those of you who don't know what a jug handle is, let me explain something to you. In New York State, and most civilized states in the Union, if you want to turn left at an intersection, what do? You get a little piece of road, all to yourself, where you can only do one thing. And on that piece of road, you have arrows showing you how to do the one thing you're allowed to do. If that wasn't enough, you get a traffic signal all to yourself. You know, that green arrow light. The green arrow, he's not just there to occasionally team up with the Flash. Yeah, you love that one.
I love that.
So you get a traffic signal that says when you can do the one thing on the piece of road where you're only allowed to do one thing with arrows showing you how to do it. Now, people from New York, we can handle this responsibility. People from New Jersey, they cannot. So as a workaround, they invented the jug handle. And I found out I was in the incorrect position to receive a jug handle. So this is how I learned about jug handles in about real time. Now there's a guy next to me and I'm just like, And I'm thinking, I did all that just to go straight through the light? I had to turn right 3 times to turn left in New Jersey. And I got to learn that in the dark while it was raining, and I was late, and I was scared, and I was pissed. And then it dawns on me. New Jersey drivers aren't bad, just their roads are terrible. And they have to drive like crazy to make up for it. So if you're up by my neighborhood in Oswego, and you see a car with a yellow license plate on the rocky shores of Lake Ontario, and the owner looks confused because he's looking for the cast and crew of the Jersey Shore, just kindly point him in the right direction. Okay, that's perfect, 14 and a half, I'm done. Thank you.
Woo, good job.
Thank you.
Awesome.